Smells like sound. It's genuine. Hey guys, Barrett here with SpendsAlot. Welcome to the channel. Do you believe that cables make a difference in your system? I have to admit that I'm not convinced they make an improvement in sound quality, but they sure can look dang good. The cables that we're talking about today are called SKW cables, and they have an amazing design and build quality, and they're like adding jewelry to your setup. I have a project coming up that will transform my home theater setup into what I call a hybrid system. Consider subscribing so you don't miss it, tick the bell icon if you do, and take just one short second to hit that like button. Because of the upcoming project I just mentioned, I wanted to dip my feet into some nice looking speaker cables. I don't normally get excited about things like speaker cables, but I have to admit that I was a little excited for these to arrive. There's just something about how they look that had me pumped to check them out. Now, I'm not expecting better sound, but just like adding 22-inch chrome rims to a nice car doesn't necessarily improve its performance, but it sure does look nice. One area I was a little disappointed in was the packaging. The box that came in is very unassuming. It was just a standard brown box, to be honest. I was expecting nicer packaging, but if they save on cost on the packaging to make their product better, I'm all for it. And I must say, it doesn't appear they cut any corners on their product. As for pricing, it does vary depending on the length that you want. They also do have a series of cables that they call entry level that are also very nice, but are a little less money. I will drop links for both of them down in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. I understand that spending a couple $100s on cables isn't for everyone, but it isn't just for the audiophiles either. These cables will spruce up any system for a reasonable price, especially when you take into consideration other cables that cost thousands of dollars and look exactly the same as these. But speaking of audiophiles, let's see what our resident audiophile has to say about these SKW cables. I would like to introduce you all to Sir SpendsAlot. Hello everybody. I would say it's nice to be here, but it's not. Sir SpendsAlot, some people have said that we look a lot alike. What do you think? Despite the fact that I have impeccable style that you like to mimic, comparing you to me is like comparing a mangy old goat to an Arabian stallion with the intellect of Albert Einstein. Can a goat even get mange? Never mind. Anyway, what do you think of these SKW cables? Well, these do appear to be of the finest quality. The outer layer appears to be something incredibly rare. I believe it to be Parisian python pelt. Most commoners don't know this, but the only way to determine whether or not it is genuine Parisian python pelt is to smell it. Smells like sound. It's genuine. Sir SpendsAlot, that's just a quality nylon sleeve. Oh, you simpleton. Of course a commoner like you would think that. Only an audiophile as esteemed as I am would know the difference. Alright guys, well there you have it. They smell like sound. All jokes aside, these cables are no joke. They are built very well and they have the exact aesthetic appeal that I was looking for. But it can't all be about their looks either. They're also made with some very premium materials and they even threw in some technology to help the signal path. They are a 14-gauge cable, but it isn't just standard oxygen-free copper. Instead, they are made with a single crystal OCC copper, which stands for Ono Continuous Cast. Don't worry, I didn't know what that meant either, so I looked it up. Essentially, it is a casting process where they use a heated mold, which results in a more pure copper with less oxygen and nitrogen molecules, meaning it is the purest and cleanest form of copper and gives you a nice, super clean signal path. SKW also uses double aluminum shielding to help reduce the risk of interference. There's also a healthy serving of PVC jacket to help keep things protected and relatively flexible. As you can see, they are quite thick, but they are very flexible as well. They do tend to keep a bit of a curve to them, which I'm sure you could undo if you just kind of curve it the other way. But even the Y-split ends here are very flexible, so they're not very stiff. It should be very easy for you to place these and plug in your speakers. The outside is an aesthetically pleasing braided nylon sleeve. That's kind of like a charcoal and gold. No, it isn't a Parisian python pelt as Sir SpendsAlot would have you believe. But all this combined results in an incredibly robust cable that looks to be made to last a lifetime. And then we have the connectors, which came in these nice little felt bags. My set came with 3 different types of 24-karat gold-plated speaker connectors, a standard banana plug, which I like to use, a nice heavy spade connector, and then we have the pin style for tube style connectors. And they are actually very easy to swap out. All you have to do is unthread the connector that you want to remove. Very simple, just like that. But I do like to use the banana plug, so I'll just put that one back on, and then you just thread it on and just make sure it's nice and tight so you have a good connection. I am glad to see that they don't cheap out with the connectors. It's great that they include all the common types to make sure that these cables are very versatile. My first impression of these cables is that it is money well spent. They're exactly what I was looking for. The aesthetics are on point, in my opinion anyway. They are robust and very well built and should last a lifetime. It would be nice if the warranty was a lifetime, but at this price point, I don't blame them for offering a 2-year warranty. Again, I'm not sure that these are going to make any difference in my system as far as sound goes, but that has nothing to do with why I bought them. I wanted a nice set of good-looking, robust cables at a reasonable price, and that's exactly what these are. One thing I don't want this to turn into is an argument down in the comments below. We all know how us audio guys feel about cables, and it can easily turn into a fight, but I do want to hear your thoughts, so drop your comments down below. If you guys are looking for a reasonably priced cable just to add some flashy aesthetic appeal to your system, I highly recommend that you give these a good hard look. Links are down in the description below, and I might do a full review and compare these using some standard cables. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that down in the comments below. And if you guys do want to see that video if it's released, then you're going to have to subscribe, tick the bell icon if you do, and please take just one short second to hit that like button. I truly do appreciate it. And if you'd like to support the channel so that I can continue to bring you videos like this, then consider joining me on Patreon. The link is down in the description below, or you can become a member of the channel by hitting the join button below this video. But remember to enjoy your systems. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.